In the foothills of Pendle Hill in Lancashire lies Nelson, an old textiles town with a forgotten footballing history. From beating Manchester United at Old Trafford to being the first team to beat Real Madrid in Spain, their story is extremely unique. Since their triumphs in the early 20th century, the club has been on a decline and now find themselves in 10th tier but with the prospect of rising again. I chatted to David Wells, local volunteer and bona fide Nelson FC historian, in order to learn more about the town, the impact the club has had, and the future.
It used to be a really good town. A lot of shops, good community. We've still got the community spirit here, but the shops and the town centre is not what it was. It's gone downhill a lot in recent years. There's plans to regenerate the town centre, which will hopefully bring more people into town. But it's amazing that the club survived, really, with everything that we've lost in the town. We've been down as low as the West Lancs League, and we've really been in the doldrums at times. And we have got back from that, but there's been times when we've had 20, 30 people down here for a game, and it has been quite depressing at times.
The depression felt by the supporters was a deep-rooted one, and for David, it was down to their close proximity to sporting giants and a history of low spectator numbers.
Well, it's two things. First of all, we've always struggled for support. We're near other footballing towns. We're close to Burnley, Blackburn, even Accrington Stanley. We were competing against those for support, and it's always been historically. We've been fairly poorly supported, really, from the town, but the people that do support the club are so proud of the fact that we have a club that they've kept going, and it's just been the enthusiasm of that band of dedicated and loyal supporters over the years that's kept us going. So for various reasons, and a lot of it's been due to lack of support locally, the club has folded. But there's a spirit in the town amongst people, the sporting community and so on, that with the history of the club and so on, that really want to see the club succeed. And it's due to the volunteers, the people that have put money into the club, that just keeps it going, and we're still here, and we're proud of the history of the club as well.
A long-standing issue of low local support has led some to be unaware of the rich history housed in Victoria Park, which for David is of the utmost importance.
It's really important. People need to know the history of the club. It's part of the history of the town, and it's something the town should be proud of. And a lot of people that live in the town do know about it, people that are involved with sports and football. And we are really proud of Nelson's history. We've got as far as the Football League, and we've got as high as the Championship, beating Manchester United and Leeds United. We're really proud of the history of the club. And we're looking now, with the new investment, to get back to somewhere near that level again. We've been in the lower leagues for a long time now, and it's now is the chance that we have to get back up there. And there's nothing to say we couldn't get back in the Football League, although we're way off that yet, but we can dream.
As David dares to dream, he knows that more must be done to proactively put the club with newfound hope back on the map.
There's a lot of optimism around the club, and the more people get to know about being here, the better. Trouble is, the ground is tucked away a little bit at the end of a road that you wouldn't normally know was there necessarily unless you knew the town. So we are a bit hidden away. We're trying to do something to get more information out that we are actually here. We're working with a lot of local organisations and communities just to let them know that we're here, and it's working. Our crowds have gone up quite a lot. Right, they're still short of what we want them to be, but it's gone from like a few dozen now up to we've had nearly 300 on for one game this season. So we're getting there. We're getting there. We got a state a couple of seasons ago where we needed so much investment in the ground. We were close to being closed down. The ground was in such a poor state. But the new owners have invested so much money now that you barely recognise the ground. People come in this season that have been here before, and they're just amazed at what work's been done down here. We've got the new clubhouse, we've got the new covered standing behind the goal. We've got this massive electronic scoreboard above the clubhouse as well. It's just incredible what's being done in investment. So what we're looking to do is we're looking to improve the facilities as best we can to make the whole match day experience more of a thing you'd enjoy. You just enjoy it more. It's just more of a pleasure to be here with better facilities and just attract more people down. And the football as well. We've finished second this season. We finished rock bottom last season, so it's a big improvement. We've come so far just in the space of 12 months.
Everyone knows the journey is far from over, but with the new investment, it's given fans something to finally be optimistic about.
The positivity around the club at the moment is that we could go a long way up the leagues, and there's nothing to say. We could be on the edge of getting back to the Football League. I mean, Cone Dynamos did it many years ago. It's not something that's unprecedented or impossible. So there's nothing to say we couldn't do the same. With the enthusiasm and the players and the staff we've got now, there's nothing to stop us, really.
With a renewed hope filling the sails of Nelson FC, David explained what being in the Football League would do for the club.
It'd be huge. I've never seen Nelson play at a higher level than the Lancashire combination. So anything higher than that, it'd be great for me. But for the town, it would just bring so much into the town. It would mean so much to the people in town. I'm so proud of doing that. But I think any town that has a successful football club, it does help the town thrive as well. It's important. It gets the name of the town mentioned on media and that sort of thing. The town becomes more well known, and it just attracts more interest generally. So it'd be great for the town. It'd be great for the football club, and I'd love it. It'd be superb.
It would also be great for the group of volunteers who, like David, have dedicated their lives to the Admirals and serve a supreme purpose.
But there's so many people put so many hours in. There's Tony in the T-bar. He's here every game, and he's setting up before the game and stays afterwards to lock up. And there's Trevor the groundsman. He's done a fantastic job. There's just so many people that do so much. It's just great just to be. I just see myself as a small part of a really good team. And everybody bucks in. Everybody does whatever needs to be done. Chairman and the owner. Everybody just does what needs doing, and doesn't think about it if a job needs doing. Just get on and do it.
It has been solely down to these volunteers to help with little support from the behemoth of the Premier League, who for some are undermining the pyramid system with the hoarding of wealth.
It's a football community, and if there weren't clubs at a low level like us, a lot of players go on to bigger clubs, and there's so much money in Premier League football and so on. I mean, just one player's wage for a week for a Premier League football player could probably keep us going for years. The amount that's around in the higher leagues, and there's so many clubs struggling at our level. It is a shame, and it's clubs like Nelson and at our level. It's a good way for people to get involved in football. They can start at this level and work the way up. And it is a shame. We really could do with some money coming down from the clubs, but we've got to stand on our own 2 feet. And we're managing to do that at the moment, and it's looking good. And we are hopeful that we will have a good future.
Key to a future on their own 2 feet is the growth of support, which is why the club emphasises the importance of new faces through the turnstile.
People that are new to the town and so on, if they could come down, it would be fantastic. We'd get more people down here and find out more about the history of the club and how proud we are of our history. Yeah, it's something that, if you've got a football club and you're doing well, it does bring people into the town. We are looking as a town to get more people coming into the shopping centres. There's a lot of redevelopment going on in the town centre, trying to attract more people to visit the town. And the football club is a major asset to the town that would attract people in. So yeah, we think if we could get more people down here, it would benefit the town and obviously benefit the club. But it's something that the town and people that know about it are proud of.
The joy David feels reminiscing about his beloved club is clear to see. So what does the club mean to him personally?
It means, I struggle to find the words how much it means to me. I've been coming to watch Nelson. I first saw Nelson play at Seed Hill before they left. So that was 1971. And it's always been part of my life. There's been times when I've not been able to come down because of work commitments and so on. But I've got time to get involved with the club now, and It means everything. It's a big part of my life. There's a strong emotional tie there, but the club's always been here all my life, and as I say, the first time I came to watch was over 50 years ago. So it means a lot to me. It really does mean a lot to me. I'd be so proud um, if we could get higher up the leagues. I'm so proud of the club as it is now. It's just fantastic. But I'd be so happy if we could get up the leagues and get the success that we deserve.
Deserved success is nothing without the passion of those who follow, though. And following the Admirals for David has been a story of love and community spirit.
When you come down here on a match day, everybody talks. There's no egos or anything like that. The players, when they come in, they talk to me on the gate. They ask me how I am, and everybody comes in the club afterwards, and we sit around and we chat. And there's no divide between us and them. Everybody is together in this one club. And it's a bit of a cliche to say it and that sort of thing, but it is actually true. We are just like one big family. Everybody cares about everybody. Everybody asks how they are. We all want to know, if anybody's having any problems, we'll all help each other, that sort of thing. So there's a really good atmosphere down here, and there's always been something special about Nelson Football Club, and it's even more so now with everything that's going on down here at the moment. Everybody's absolutely fantastic. Yeah, we all look after each other, and it's I couldn't see myself not coming down here. I need to come down here. It's great to be with everybody.
With new horizons becoming clearer by the day, I wanted to know if the club ever wanted to celebrate their storied past and rekindle with their old flame, Real Madrid.
We did try to get Real Madrid to come down here and play us on the day to have a rematch to restore some pride amongst the Real Madrid club, give them a chance to get some revenge back on us. But no, we did try. They were actually playing at Manchester City. I think it was a Champions League semi-final or something that week. So they were actually over here in Manchester. So they had the perfect opportunity to come and play us again. But no, they weren't really interested. We did try. It would have been great to have maybe had like a representative team come over and just play a few minutes or something. But no, they weren't really interested. But we did try.